Hello viewers, today I have embarked on an absolutely massive project. This is a storage and organization project. I've wanted to do this since I've lived in this house, and I just never had the time to do it on a large scale. I've tried to do it on a smaller scale in bits and pieces here and there and had varying levels of success. Now that I have the time, or I hope that I have the time, I'm going to try again. So I'm hoping to be able to use the month of March, which is usually a pretty quiet and dull month. I'm hoping to use the month of March to be able to dedicate hours per day on going through the entire lower level of this building and setting up new shelving, setting up new displays, moving things around so that product categories are all together, making things easier to find, making storage space more efficient, etc. I have three goals, I guess, for this project. Number one is to just generally make the area nicer as I'm working down here. It's particularly messy right now because I just pulled everything out of here, but I'd like to turn this room into kind of more like how it is over there, just all around. You know, that's a very nice display over there, and it's kind of cool to come down here and see all the phones I like. And I want to go across this whole area here and turn all this into a really nice fan display instead of the disaster it is right now. So that's one of the things I want to accomplish. The other goal is to make equipment easier to find so that a phone setup video or a fan setup video, I can actually do those frequently. You know, people ask about the phone setups, and I can't do the phone setups because it takes me 4 hours to find one power cord, and it gets too frustrating and it doesn't happen. So I need to get all of each product category together in one place with some type of organizational method applied to where I can actually find things. I have made some progress with the telephones, you know, again, chipping away at it here and there over the last year or two, but I have not been able to, up until more recently, devote the amount of time required to do this successfully. And then the third goal is to answer some questions. I get two questions asked pretty frequently that I can't answer right now. One of which is, can you show the entirety of your whatever product category collection? And the answer is always no, and it's not that I have an objection to doing that. It's just literally not feasible. I have stuff across multiple buildings. This primary building here is a complete disaster, and it would take me weeks to compile a video like that of all the different things, and I'd probably miss some, and it just wouldn't come out good, and it wouldn't be complete, and it's just not feasible right now. I'm hoping to get it to the point where that is feasible. And then the second question that I want to answer is, how do you store things? Now, this might look like a complete disaster, and it is in some ways, but it's also very meticulous, and I actually know where almost everything is, as hard to believe as that might sound. And people that have been over here in operating in person can attest to this. I can pull all this stuff out and find one particular item within about 5 minutes. So it kind of works in that sense, but there's a lot of storage inefficiencies that need to be addressed. The vacuums here is one, and we're going to get to that in a minute. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and build custom shelves. I'm going to frame in, with 2x4s or whatever, custom size shelves. If I can hold more fans than this. I've used these shelves for a while. They're great for a lot of things. They're not great for storing 2 rows of fans. You can see the fans kind of teeter on the edge here, and while I've never had anything fall and I don't think that anything will fall, this just isn't great, and I'd like to make it better. So that's that. We're going to go through and kind of build some custom shelves and shift things around, and I'm going to show how I store things as efficiently as possible. There is a very particular method to it, because that's part of the whole psychotic thing, is to pack as much equipment as you can into as small a space as possible. So, and I'm very good at doing this. And people that have seen me pack the car at the fan meets and so forth can also attest to this. I can cram a lot of stuff into a small amount of space, and I need to do that better here. So the first thing that I am looking at, and this will be the primary focus of tonight's video, this will probably be the shortest video in this series. This is kind of just like a initial topic introduction video, and just a couple ideas I had for here. I'm probably going to actually show this like real time, moving everything, building everything. So over the next month or so, probably at least one, maybe even 2 videos a day is going to be focusing on this project. So this down here, this is under the stairwell. This is an area of the building that we don't see very often. I previously used this for Christmas storage. I had a bunch of Christmas stuff under here, and it worked and it didn't work. It was difficult to get to, but that was okay, because it was only a technically twice a year operation. And this is a weird shape. There's decent height here, but then it goes down and then it gets very small. So the Christmas boxes and various bulky items kind of worked pretty good to fill this space pretty efficiently. The problem with it, though, was that when it came time to take the Christmas stuff out and put it back, it all would just spill over here, and then all the stuff that was here would spill over here and make this area a mess. And that was kind of okay previously. But now that I'm working in here every day, it's not okay anymore. I can't work with it like this. This is ridiculous. And this is the result of putting the Christmas stuff away. So I can't have this anymore. So what I did was I moved all the Christmas stuff somewhere else. And now the Christmas stuff is all together in one place. And it's packed as tight as I can possibly get it. It's taking up less space before, and I'm very happy with how that came out. That's the goal with everything here, is to get all the product categories together in one place and packed tight. So I think what I'm going to do with this area is I'm going to use this to store vacuums. Since I'm a vacuum collector now, great. Another thing to hoard psychotically. Vacuums are probably the most difficult item to store, followed by pedestal fans. Pedestal fans are better because you can at least break them down, and I think I might have done a vlog video on how I do that once. We can go over that again. But vacuums, there's not much you can do with it. And so the problem is they have a pretty decent footprint on the floor, and then all the space above them is wasted. And that's not a joke. I'm 100% serious. This is wasted space. That's not good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and again, this is just kind of it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. This is just a curiosity video here to see if this is remotely possible. I think we're going to use this area to store vacuums. I don't know why that's there. I think that's there because this might have been a closet and that was finished off for whatever code compliance. It's not relevant anymore because this is not a finished space. So I'm going to cut this out, and I should be able to put maybe 2 shop vacs right here even, and then maybe I'll stick under there like filters and bags and parts. So that will fill that area. And then we'll start the upright vacuums here. This is not the easiest thing to get in and out, but it's not horrible either. I mean, worst case scenario, you'd have to move, you know, maybe 3 units to get to the one that you want. That's not that big of a deal. I'll cut these out too, because they're not structural. And then we can do 4 units steep, at least for Auric. Yeah, that works. So we can do 4 units. Okay. And yes, that that happens all the time over there. So that's another reason that that has got to go. Plus, part of the other problem is when I pull all these shelves out, I had to take all these vacuums and move them out of the way, and that takes some time. So this would be better, a lot less difficult to get the stuff if it's like this. So we can do that. Let's see how far over. I think we can probably go at least 4 units, 4 or 5 units wide. Yeah, we can go 4 units wide. So that can fit quite a few vacuums in there. That's, assuming this is all Auric, that's a matrice of what, 4, 8, 12, 16 machines? That's not bad. Some of these are bigger than Auric, so, you know, maybe not, probably more like 12 maybe total, but that's pretty good. So we're going to do that, and cut this out, cut that out, cut that out. I don't know why I didn't take this off when I was making the mess of cleaning it up, you know, the rest of the way. That was kind of dumb. So now I got to go back and take that off because it looks bad. And then, what the heck, this kind of goofy, so we'll just leave it. What I can probably do to cut this off, because this does hold the drywall here, I can just put a couple of screws in here to hold this in place and then cut this off down here so we don't have to deal with that. And then I think what I'll probably do here is I'll change these 3 shelves to box fans, which will still be on wheels, and if they're box fans, it sits on the shelf sturdy. It's like nothing to roll it out of the way and get a vacuum. So that's kind of the plan, I think, for that now. So this is good. This stores a lot of uprights. Maybe we put some lighting in here too, because it is kind of dark. And then a couple shop vacs and parts over there. Now, this is where this comes to be very good, because obviously this is still a waste of space right here. I can put a board here and create a shelf up here, and I'm not sure if that's going to be tall enough to put any more vacuums. Probably not, because it would have to come like this, and that's not a very large space. But then I can use the top area for something else. I can use it maybe for light bulbs or for tools, or I don't know, something else. We'll see. But either way, the storage is no longer lost. The space on top of the vacuums is no longer lost if we put it in here. And this is the only way I can think of to store these, because the ceiling down here is so low, I can't put too high. You know, I couldn't put them on a shelf and, you know, do 1, 2. It won't fit. So I think this is going to be our best option. So that is part 1. What I'll probably do is I will reuse. This is going to, unfortunately, this is very low budget. I have the time now, but not the money. So we're going to try to reuse a lot of this wood, as long as it doesn't look too dodgy. A lot of this wood got wet before I owned this house, so some of it's no good. This, I guess, is okay. Then you use that piece and use this piece, and that should be enough to just Well, actually, I didn't think how to attach this. What I should probably do is actually leave this one and just run the board from there, you know, run a beam from there to here, and then maybe, I wonder if this one should be kept too, and then run the board from there to there. Well, I have to think about how to design that shelf. That might be a little bit tricky, but that's the concept. I'll think about it more off video and figure out the mechanics behind it, but that's our concept, and I think it's going to work well. So get all these vacuums cleaned up, and then because this has to go, because the walkway is going to shift from over here to be over here, because the box fans, well, actually we can find out exactly where it's going to, how far it'll come. Actually, you know what? That's not all that much different. Huh. I mean, I still want to move the vacuums, but yeah, it doesn't really come out all that much further. Huh. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Over here, and this is the last thing we're going to talk about, I'm thinking what I'm going to do over here is going to move all this stuff somewhere else. Massive wall of cordless phones.